What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 19 of the Fanboys Anonymous group meeting podcast. I'm Tony Mango, the host of the panel and the owner of fanboysanonymous.com. And joining me on the panel, we've got a bunch of different fanboys and fangirls. I'm going to introduce them one by one here so they can say hello to you. We've got Shaun Walker.
Please refer to me as he, him, or cousin. Fuck Supergirl. Fucking piece of shit.
Caroline Oliveira.
Hello.
Angela Williams.
Hello.
Calen Ferris, or Calen Bruce, depending on
hello, everybody. Whatever.
Or Brian.
Brian, you can call me Brian.
And Stephen Wago.
Sup.
What's up?
What's up?
What's it?
So this meeting has officially been called to order. Today we are going to talk about the 2015 summer movie season, the lineup of all the different films that we think are kind of interesting or we specifically wanted to talk about in one way or another and run down and talk about how we're not going to see it or something. A lot of movies, of course, coming out, but we can't talk about each and every one of them, and we don't know anything about a lot of them because a lot of them are just kind of, I don't know, movies that suck, that they're just gonna be on the indies and nobody's ever gonna watch and stuff. So the hell with those. We're gonna talk about blockbusters. We're gonna talk about the ones that are gonna get, some actual attention, and we're gonna break this down month by month and go May, June, July, August, and then wrap everything up in the end. So of course, the first we're gonna start off with is May, and I have 4 movies listed down here, but of course if there's any other ones that come out in May, we could just throw them out there. First one that's going to come out, and this actually came out 2 days ago. We're recording this May 24th at night. Happy Memorial Day, everybody, if you celebrate that. If you don't, apparently you're an asshole, but
Or not in America.
Right.
America. It's not something to be celebrated.
But yeah, it depends on the situation. Everybody just celebrates burgers and then it's like, oh, this is about dead people? What? Give me that hot dog? But the first movie on this list to talk about is Tomorrowland. That came out May 22nd. Actually 3 of the 4 of these came out May 22nd. Wow. Tomorrowland is based off of the Disney ride and the whole idea of taking these theme park attractions and trying to make more money out of them like they did with Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm really not looking forward to It's a Small World movie because that should be really terrible.
That would be like torture.
It could be a horror movie.
It could be a horror movie. That would be a badass horror movie.
Yes,
just
it
having
would.
little kids. It's a small world.
Red eyes.
I'll go see it if it's a bunch of little kids doing that. You get some kind of badass person who kills the little kids, like
Nice.
Bruce Campbell or something. Just like
that would be wonderful.
Tomorrowland looks kind of interesting to me, though. It actually might be one of the ones that I'll see in theaters. It seems like it's about some kind of future technology where it's like a parallel dimension or something. I don't really know too much about it because I specifically didn't want to know much. If I do watch it, I don't want to know who the villain is and anything else kind of going forward. But George Clooney's in it. He's playing some kind of eccentric inventor, and there's a ring where if you touch it, you get transported to another world, which, I don't know, seems kind of dumb, but it looks a little interesting. It looks like it's something that I would pay attention to at the very least. And I think it's Brad Bird. It might be. He might be the one that is directing that, which he does some good stuff, so... What do you guys think about this? Is this a movie that looks interesting, or a pass, or a download, or Netflix or something?
I don't know how it's going to compare to Yesterdayland, but I'll give it a shot.
Now, see, they're going to do Tomorrowland, and then they got to go back and do the prequel. Prequels are in. 2 weeks from Tomorrowland. That's going to be the film.
Oh, God.
This is actually the first I'm hearing about this one. And it hasn't really done anything yet to make me really want to go out and check it out. I've been to the Disney theme parks, so I'm familiar with that aspect of it. But as far as the movie goes, I'll just have to wait and hear what people are saying about it. I haven't read much about it yet, but I say George Clooney's in it, Hugh Laurie is in it, Tim McGraw is in this movie.
Damn it.
I mean, so if that's not a selling point for you, I don't know what is.
The reason Calen doesn't know anything about this movie is because he was getting popcorn when we went to go see the Avengers.
Oh yeah, I guess they showed
did
a trailer for this.
Really neat preview of this movie, and it did look very interesting. But still not my kind of movie. I would enjoy seeing it, I think, but I wouldn't pay $12 to see it in a theater.
And maybe it's one of those Netflix ones.
Yeah.
Well, you sold me a little more when you said Hugh Laurie because I enjoy him a lot.
If the intro is that song by Massive Attack.
Yeah, exactly.
I enjoy Hugh Laurie, but the last George Clooney film I watched was Gravity, and I just wanted to rip my eyeballs up. So I'm going to give this one a miss.
What do you mean? You didn't like a whole film of over and over again?
Yeah, it would have been better if it hadn't forgot to put Neville in it.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a pass, or at least wait until if it comes on Netflix or something. I'll probably check it out.
I'm gonna give it a Netflix.
See, I have
Yeah.
$1.30 left on my AMC Stubs card before I get a free movie ticket. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll buy some popcorn and use this as an excuse, kind of. I might go see it. I don't know. It depends. But it's kind of tough to justify spending that much money on a lot of these movies. $10 a pop on each one, just for one ticket?
I know, it's hard now. When I was little, it was only like $4 or $5 to see a movie.
Yeah.
So we saw
I'm
a
gonna say
lot of
pass.
movies.
I think at the most I'll download it at the end of the year or something. I don't think I'm going to be seeing it in theaters. It all depends, though.
You mean you'll acquire it from a legal source such as iTunes?
Yes.
I mean, I will purchase the amount that is required of me to do this.
Right.
And then I will.
Kick-ass torrents, woo!
And then I will not lie about the alt text on the review when I do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, just a full endorsement of Kick-Ass Torrents. That's what happens when
Not feeling
Pirate
like
Bay
a
goes down.
sponsor,
You
but-
find a new one.
Don't purchase bad movies, folks.
No, you know what? That's the best way that you can speak with your wallet. You know, just do not spend the money on it.
You're only encouraging them.
Encouraging what? The bad
The
movies?
bad movies. If you pay for bad movies,
Yeah.
you're only encouraging them to make more.
In fact, if anything, we're doing a service.
I mean, I don't know.
Look at Transformers.
Oh, that was.
That first
second thought,
Transformers
don't.
movie I didn't want to
Hey.
see, and I eventually got convinced to see it. And I was like, you know, that's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'll go watch the sequel. And the sequel was god awful, and I was like, well, I've already watched 2 of them. I might as well see the third.
No,
And that
with
sucked. And then I was
What
like,
is
well, I
wrong
might as well.
with you?
I might as well see the fourth.
all right. I'm not going to listen to this. That time with the explosion was awesome.
Well, that one time was.
There were parts in every movie, in all of the Transformers movies, I enjoyed, but it just what they did to them.
I'll disagree with that. I've been a huge Transformers fan, if we're going off on that tangent for a second, since the mid 80s. You know, I've loved the Transformers, and I was like, oh, cool, they're making a live action Transformers, and it's Michael Bay. All right, cool, it's going to be awesome. And I went and saw it on opening day, and I was like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
I was so disappointed. I waited until the other ones were on streaming until I saw them, and they were even worse. It was such a disappointment. So, I mean...
So, in
way to ruin
summary,
it.
our thoughts on Tomorrowland is Transformers sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
My
I
favorite
think
part of
Transformers
Transformers is
suck,
how
alright.
they take a shot from a better movie called The Island, and they just reuse the same shot. It's literally the same shot with different CGI over it.
Yep.
And I was like, man, I haven't watched The Island in a while.
Transformers 1 was good. Transformers 3 was alright because they got rid of Megan Fox. Transformers 2 sucked because of the giant robot with the testicles. And 4 was just, I don't know what the fuck 4 was. 4 was on a farm.
Yeah, thankfully, I don't remember seeing any kind of giant testicle robots in Tomorrowland in the park itself, so I don't think that'll pop up in the movie. But you never know.
We can only hope.
Oh, I wouldn't like to see that pop up.
Oh, jeez.
Another movie that came out on May 22nd. Actually, there's 2 that Caroline can give us a little bit of a fill-in for. There's Poltergeist and the Human Centipede III. Now, I've never seen the Human Centipede 1 or 2. I haven't seen the Human Millipede, any variations of these.
Oh,
You gotta have seen the South Park episode of the Human Centipede.
oh,
Yeah?
that was a wonderful
Yeah.
episode.
I've seen
It's
that.
pretty much like that.
But there's no way I'm watching that movie. And Poltergeist, I'm hearing, is really awful.
Oh,
I mean, why would they even remake a classic like that? It's just the dumbest thing in the world.
I
Gosh,
agree
really?
with you. They shouldn't have remade that.
I mean, Poltergeist, if I have to rank my top horror films of all time, Poltergeist is way up there in my top 3, definitely. I fucking love Poltergeist, the original. But as far as why would they need to reboot, I don't know why they feel the need to reboot all these franchises over and over again. Because I've never seen one that's better than the original. I mean, you can have all the CGI in the world, but I think the original one just resonates so much. And, maybe it's because I was young when I saw it, but I just think Poltergeist, the original one, was so great. And I do want to see the new one, but at the same time, I'm reluctant and hesitant because I know it's probably not going to be nearly as good. Did you go and see that one, Caroline, or no?
I haven't, and I want to, but I know I'm going to hate myself for the rest of the month.
Exactly. It's a guilty pleasure.
And my thing is that also, not only they remade Poltergeist, they remade it with this new generation of horror fans in mind. So a lot of the stuff that worked for me in Poltergeist, which is like the creepiness of the moment before the clown gets the little boy, or the whole TV situation. Even though it's just gonna be a bunch of stupid jump scares that have a lot of CGI, and it's all for that little moment of instead of like somebody spending a whole week thinking about that movie and thinking, oh my god, if my TV starts getting all staticky right now, I'm gonna run, and that happens, I feel like, with most horror movies that are remade, and I hate it, but I'm probably gonna watch it because I'm a whore for horror.
Yeah, I'm probably going to watch it, but the 80s horror movies were amazing because they actually made the horror. It wasn't computer.
Well, same thing with the Star Wars. I think the puppet, kind of characters are way more impressive than the CGI ones.
Look at Yoda.
What's that?
Look at Yoda in Empire. He's better looking than he is in the original version of Phantom Menace.
Oh my god, yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah. And actually, I would like to see this new Poltergeist because I was really, really little when I saw the first one. I don't even remember seeing it, and my mom said it really, really upset me.
Aww.
I saw the video of it, and she said I was upset for 3 or 4 days.
Well, based on what I've seen, the actors that they cast for this new Poltergeist actually look very similar to the original actors. So I think that's a good touch that they did. Now, did you guys see the trailers for it, or?
No, I haven't seen anything. I'm looking at the poster right now. I'm on Rotten Tomatoes checking it out. Apparently, Tomorrowland has a 49% rating.
Oh.
And that's better than the other two. Poltergeist is the 34, and Human Centipede 3 is an 8.
Well, Tony, you've seen the original Poltergeist, right, Tony?
I think that I did. There's a big chunk of time where I watched a lot of movies, and I don't remember any of them.
And you gotta set a night aside.
Set
a night aside and watch the original Poltergeist. It is really, really good. Like I said, one of my top horror movies of all time. And I saw that the way, because I've seen the trailer a couple times, 2 different trailers that they did for it, and the actors that they chose for it look very similar to the original actors. So I think good for them for staying true to it that way.
You think that's a good thing?
I do.
That's just a cop out, oh yeah, let's remake this movie, but yeah, let's just get people that look like the original cast just to appease some of the original fans. It's not going to make the movie better. It's probably
that by itself won't make the movie better. But I mean, because there's so many people out there now these days that, if a movie is made before they were born, say people who were born, in the 90s, that weren't able to see some of the, or didn't go back and see some of those early ones in the 80s or beyond. And so doing it now, I think, is a good way to introduce them to them. And maybe they'll say, hey, I'll go check out the original one. And oh my God, the original one is so much better. And so it'll hopefully turn them on to something beyond the new one.
Or actually, because they had actors that look similar, maybe they are sticking to the actual movie. They are going to do more similar things.
But the only thing I didn't see is who they have playing the Zelda Rubinstein part, the short lady who's saying, "This house is clean." I love her. She's fantastic. Did you
Yes.
know? Fun fact: the lady who did that, the medium, Zelda Rubinstein, I forget her character name, in Poltergeist. She was also the lady who did the voiceover in the Taste the Rainbow Skittles.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Why do you know that? Why do you know that?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a trivia fact. So there you go.
Somebody's getting sawed in the background. What's going on?
So I don't know what that is.
that's my dog humping her Warren. Wait. Let me bring it close. Let me bring the microphone close to her.
Hey, puppy.
So this just got weird.
Let me have some of that beer.
Well, we are talking about a horror movie.
So yeah, I heard the word clown, and I got a thing for clowns. I got a phobia about clowns, so I'm not gonna go watch this film.
Did you saw the original one, right, Shaun, or no?
Nope. I'm afraid of clowns, and anything with clowns in it, I tend not to watch.
All right, let's go around real quick. Who has seen the original Poltergeist? Yay or nay?
I've seen it on Everything Wrong With by CinemaSins. Does that count?
No. Mr. Wago?
Nope.
What the fuck?
That's a classic.
All right.
Do I get points for listening to the Skittles commercials?
Yes.
Yes. One
credit.
point.
All right, your guys' homework is to go watch the original Poltergeist.
Your guys' homework is to go watch just classic horror movies.
Yeah.
I don't like horror
I do
films.
not like the horror genre.
Oh.
Come on.
I've watched all the Nightmare of Elms. I've watched all the Halloweens. I've watched all the Friday the 13th. I have no problem with those. Anything with clowns? No.
Tell you what, though, I would much rather watch this new Poltergeist than this other movie that I didn't even know was coming out, but it's listed next to it on Rotten Tomatoes. It's called Chocolate City.
Oh my god, no, I want to see that. That's like Magic Mike.
It says the tagline for this: "Welcome to Chocolate City, where the music is hot, the mood is magical, and the exotic male dancers are simply delicious." No.
Are they want to, work off a Magic Mike?
Wait, what's it called? Chocolate City?
Yeah,
Chocolate
it's
City.
Like Magic Mike, but with like chocolate brothers, like delicious chocolate man.
Oh.
Oh, racist.
Sadly, we are going to end up talking about Magic Mike when we get to the
Yes.
July section.
That's coming up, guys. Stick around.
Another movie that's coming out, the only other movie that I have listed for May is May 29th. San Andreas is coming out, and I think a lot of people had the same idea with this, that they thought that this was about the Grand Theft Auto game, and I keep hearing that over and over again, and I'm like, you know what, that would make a much better movie than what I'm seeing, because it seems like it's just disaster porn, and
Right,
it's just The Rock
yeah.
being like, I can fly a helicopter, that'll save Earth. Like,
I study geology. When I hear the word San Andreas, I think of earthquakes. And then when I found out what it was, I was all over it because I know that this can happen. I have studied this quite often, and I like wrestling. So
Well, yeah, you got the Dwayne Johnson Rock in there.
exactly.
Good
And
old Rocky.
And his nickname is The Rock.
Yeah, the Rock. Oh, I get it because
Oh, wait, I can't believe that Tony did not make that joke.
I know.
it's.
I can't make them all, then everybody gets really annoyed. There's going to be more terrible ones coming up, don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm sure there will be a lot for Inside Out.
I'm waiting for the San Andreas earthquake and the Yellowstone volcano.
So instead of going to see this movie, I think maybe I'll just play through Grand Theft Auto San Andreas again.
So there's no
No,
CJ?
you'll try to play for San Andreas. Realize the graphics are fucking abysmal because it's 2015 and give up.
Oh, F you.
Hey, it was good. It was a good
It was a
game.
good-
It was good when the PlayStation 2 was out.
Oh, okay, you got me there.
See, if they really wanted to go with appealing to the wrestling crowd, they have The Rock in there. They've got Earthquake. Where's the other natural disaster? Where's Typhoon?
My god.
I told you I'm not going to do them all, but I'll do some.
Well, no, since it's an earthquake, it might come some other place.
Oh, Jesus.
So I have no plans on seeing San Andreas, just the same as the two horror films. I'm not going to even legally download it. Because I don't know. I don't like those kind of films either. Like I never saw 2012.
No, I
partially
didn't.
because I knew nothing was going to happen in 2012. So I was like, I gotta prepare myself, you know.
I watched the trailer for this. I saw buildings falling down and The Rock, and I was like, yeah, I'll watch that.
Are you
The Rock's just gonna hold them up, like when they're.
But are you
falling.
gonna pay to go see it in the theater?
Maybe. It depends if I'm really bored.
Okay.
You're gonna be like that
I
scene where the
will.
building fell? Sweet.
I'm
No,
not going to watch it.
Like, I'd put some 3D glasses on and watch that shit again.
Oh, I saw the trailer for it and just all the destruction.
Yeah, exactly like
And-
Tony said. It's one of those disaster
Destruction
movies.
porn.
Exactly. There was so much action to it, but to pay that much money to see it, I don't think I would. But if someone was willing to take me and
Yeah, even
go
though
half in,
even though it's one of
I would
those
see
ones
it.
that would be way better in the big theater, I'm still gonna say that's a Netflix for me.
I think it's going to be a film pretty much where, oh no, someone's going to get crushed by that building. Oh, look, Dwayne saved her. Oh no, someone's going to fall down that cliff. Dwayne saved them.
Oh no, that person is gonna fall, but they did, and they died because they're the first person that needs to die to make the whole rest of the film seem legitimate.
I was incredibly butthurt when I found out this wasn't the Grand Theft Auto film, so I
Aw.
was like, I'm not watching this shit. Even though it's got Dwayne the Rock Johnson in, you can go fuck a sucking
What if
knob.
it? What if it is? They just took a lot of liberties.
Coincidentally, there is someone that's been trying to make a Grand Theft Auto movie recently, and now they're getting sued by Grand Theft Auto. So that's
They
probably
should make it.
really,
Well, it's a documentary about Grand Theft Auto, and the BBC are actually getting sued.
oh, okay.
That
So
doesn't count.
Tony, do you think you'll go see this one in the theater? It doesn't matter what you think.
I would definitely see a Grand Theft Auto movie, but I'm not going to see San Andreas. And you know what? If they were going to do a Grand Theft Auto movie, I'd rather it be based off of the most recent one.
Honestly, if the one thing that Grand Theft Auto fails on terribly is good storytelling, so I never want to see a movie about it.
You mean you wouldn't want to see a movie where somebody casually walks up to a car and just throws the person out, and all they have to say about it is, "Hey."
Okay, if they actually did that ridiculousness, I'd be fine with it. Or
Yeah.
if they went up to a guy and guns, just like different guns, were just cycling through his hands as he picked which weapon he wanted
Like
before
that
he
Dave
shot
Chappelle
them.
sketch.
Yeah, if they did that, I would be all over it.
Oh, Dave Chappelle could be in it or direct
Oh
it.
my god, that would be awesome.
You know what would be fantastic, though? The reviews are like, this movie got 5 stars. I think that's it for May, though. Is there anything else that you guys know that's coming out at the end of May? I mean, we are at the end of May already, but anything else in the next couple of days that have caught your attention?
No.
I don't know, but in June there's a movie called Pigeon.
Oh, I'm seeing that.
Saw that. I saw it was coming up.
That's a good cliffhanger. If you want to hear us talk about Pigeon, click on the next part. We're going to talk about June films, so stay tuned, everybody.
Nico, my cousin, let's go bowling.
Ah, fuck, there's a pigeon.
Pigeon,
Pigeon,
my cousin.
Pigeon, the sequel to Birdman.